Over the course of a single year, stretching from 2021 to 2022, the metropolitan area of New Orleans witnessed a shocking decline in residents, with a loss of over 15,000 individuals. This rate of depopulation surprisingly surpassed the speed of the prior year's decrease, sketching a somewhat alarming image of the city's demographic tendencies. Let's delve deeper into the demographic data to understand the changes and trends of the population. In the New Orleans metro area, there's been a significant shift in the racial composition over the years. The black and white residents, who once formed a considerable chunk of the population, have seen a steady decrease. On the other hand, the Hispanic community is on the rise. Since 2006, the Hispanic population has shown consistent growth, representing 10% of the total population as of 2022. Among them, Hondurans are the largest Hispanic group, a fascinating aspect of the demographic dynamics in the region. But that's not all. The age distribution of the population has undergone changes too. The median age in the metro area has risen to a substantial 39.5 years as of 2022, pointing to an aging population. This aging trend is further reinforced by the decline in households with children, coupled with an increase in single-person households. The youth population, particularly in Orleans Parish, has seen a noticeable decrease, indicating a shift in the age demographics. Now, let's turn our attention to the parishes. In Orleans Parish, the majority of residents are black. However, the Hispanic, Asian, and white populations have shown growth. The data on educational attainment, income, and internet access is also available for Jefferson, Orleans, and St. Tammany parishes, offering a more comprehensive view of the demographic shifts in the greater New Orleans area. These changes in demographics are not only about numbers and percentages, they reflect the evolving social, cultural, and economic landscape of the region. They tell stories of people moving in and out, of communities growing and shrinking, of the old making way for the new, and of the new blending in with the old. These demographic shifts paint a complex picture of the population dynamics in New Orleans and Louisiana. If you've learned some interesting facts so far, just go ahead and destroy that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Louisiana's population decline is not just a city-wide issue. The entire state is witnessing a significant loss of residents. A troubling trend is emerging in the Pelican State. The numbers are painting a stark picture, with Louisiana ranking 5th in numeric decline among all states. Between July of 2021 and July of 2022 alone, the state lost almost 37,000 residents. Now, you might be wondering, what's causing this population decline? The answer lies in domestic migration. Louisiana is witnessing an exodus of residents moving to other parts of the country. The outflow of people is so substantial that it overshadows the small gains from natural increase and international migration. Natural increase refers to the excess of births over deaths, while international migration involves people moving into Louisiana from other countries. Although these factors are contributing to population growth, they're not substantial enough to offset the loss from domestic migration. This trend is not a recent phenomenon. In fact, between April of 2020 and July of 2022, Louisiana saw a total loss of 67,508 residents. That's a significant portion of the state's population packing up and leaving in just over 2 years. Now, this isn't to say that Louisiana is becoming a ghost state. Far from it. Despite the decline, Louisiana still holds its ground as the 25th most populous state in the U.S. It's a testament to the state's resilience and the enduring appeal of its culture, history, and natural beauty. Yet this population decline raises pressing questions. Despite this decline, Louisiana remains the 25th most populous state in the U.S. But what does this mean for the future of the state and its cities? The ripple effects of this population decrease are far-reaching, bearing significant consequences beyond mere numerical representations. The falling numbers in New Orleans and Louisiana signify more than just data points on a population chart. They symbolize transformative shifts that echo throughout the city's core and the entire state, influencing aspects ranging from economic structures to cultural fabric and the delivery of social services. Discussing the economy, the decrease in population suggests a reduced labor force which could obstruct economic development. Businesses could face difficulties in procuring the right workforce, and with fewer buyers, the local economy could contract. This can set off a relentless cycle of economic inertia, further propelling people to leave in pursuit of superior prospects. Turning the focus to culture, New Orleans is celebrated for its dynamic cultural milieu, a blend of diverse influences that has spawned jazz, Creole gastronomy, and the vibrant Mardi Gras. However, as the population alters, the local culture follows suit. The growing Hispanic populace, for instance, is expected to contribute fresh elements to the cultural blend. Conversely, the exit of long-term inhabitants could trigger the loss of inherent cultural practices, potentially affecting the city's unique culture. When it comes to social services, a declining populace, particularly when it involves a drop in the younger generation, can stress the system. With a reduced youth demographic to support the elderly, there could be increased demands on healthcare and social security services. Furthermore, the decrease in families with children might affect the education system, possibly leading to school shutdowns and a decrease in education funding. As we look ahead, these shifts pose both challenges and opportunities. New Orleans and Louisiana will be required to devise strategies to adapt to these changes, whether that involves diversifying the economy, assimilating new cultural influences, or restructuring social services. Conversely, this could serve as an opportunity to reimagine and rejuvenate the city and the state, sculpting a future that both honors the past and welcomes the new. The dwindling population isn't solely about numbers. It carries the weight of preserving the unique culture and spirit of New Orleans and Louisiana. Our investigation into the population decline in New Orleans and Louisiana has been extensive. But what conclusions can we draw from all this data? We've examined the worrying decrease in population in the New Orleans metropolitan area and Louisiana overall. The data shows a concerning reality. Numerous residents have moved away from these regions in recent years, with the rate of population decrease increasing alarmingly. This isn't an isolated occurrence, but a recurring theme evident throughout. We've covered the demographic changes too, noting a decrease in black and white residents and a significant increase in the Hispanic community. This shift is particularly noticeable in the New Orleans metropolitan area, where Hispanic people now comprise 10% of the total population. This changing racial mix adds another element to the complex issue of population decline. It's to remember the impact of major incidents like Hurricane Ida and the COVID crisis, which have undeniably affected migration patterns and contributed to the reduction in population. The combined effect of these factors, alongside the increasing preference for suburban living over urban and rural areas, has resulted in a significant shift in population. But what does this all mean? Why should we be concerned about a population decrease in New Orleans and Louisiana? The answer is straightforward. These areas are rich in cultural heritage, unique customs, and a dynamic community spirit. A population decline could potentially endanger this cultural wealth and diversity. It could irreversibly transform these regions in a way that could be irreversible. Therefore, this isn't just a matter of data and figures, it's about safeguarding the distinctive culture and vitality that makes New Orleans and Louisiana what they are. It's about ensuring that these places continue to prosper and captivate us with their distinctive allure. Grasping the population decline in New Orleans and Louisiana is crucial to preserving their unique culture and vitality. It's a challenge we must meet to ensure these places continue to flourish and charm us with their unique appeal. I extend my gratitude to everyone featured in this video, and immense thanks to all of you watching, particularly my patrons. Please share this video with your friends and acquaintances who might find it interesting. While this video centers on some harsh realities New Orleans is facing, there is still a great deal of positivity. We'll continue to bring you both good and bad news, so stay tuned for more tasty food, fun times, and wonderful people.
Noligent here, and thanks so much for watching. And just go ahead and destroy this video right here to keep up with the fun.